welcome back to Foresights TV with me, Isma. A major controversy has erupted in India's digital content ecosystem after Mohak, a popular YouTuber known for his commentary and analytical content, released a viral expose alleging that Asian News International or ANI, one of India's most prominent news agencies, is misusing YouTube's copyright system for financial gain. In a serious accusation, Mohak claims ANI has orchestrated a pattern of issuing copyright strikes to YouTube creators under the guise of copyright protection, only to later demand exorbitant sums of money, upwards of rupees 45 lakh, for strike removal and licensing. He characterizes the practice as an extortion racket, exploiting YouTube's strict strike policy, which can permanently delete a channel after 3 such strikes. This report examines the accusations, the response from the community, the legal nuances of copyright and fair use, and what the broader implications could be for India's digital creators. Here's a special report from Foresights TV. The allegations have sparked outrage across the creator community and ignited a public debate on the ethical use of copyright tools, fair use provisions, and whether media houses are abusing their power to silence and monetize independent voices. Mohak alleges that ANI targeted his YouTube channel with copyright strikes for using small segments of their footage, for example, 11 seconds of content in a 16-minute video, which he asserts falls under fair use. According to him, after the second strike, an ANI representative approached him with an offer: pay 45 lakh or face additional strikes, leading to the delegation of this channel. Mohak claimed the representative ominously said, "You only received 2 strikes, now wait till you get 6 more. We have filed a total of 8. Once your channel is deleted, you will beg to negotiate." Such actions, if true, suggested a deliberate strategy to weaponize YouTube's copyright enforcement mechanisms, not to protect intellectual property but to extort creators. This behavior not only endangers creators' livelihoods but also undermines the integrity of digital copyright enforcement. The reaction from the YouTube and digital creator community has been swift and impassioned. Prominent voices like Nitish Rajput, with millions of subscribers, publicly criticized the imbalance of power and called on YouTube to protect creators from being unfairly targeted. His post garnered over 13,000 likes, reflecting widespread support. Dhruv Rathi, another highly influential creator, went further, declaring, "It seems like ANI is running an extortion racket. All creators need to unite against this." Such statements underscores growing concern over how large media entities may be using corporate muscle to intimidate smaller independent voices. Adding weight to Mohak's claims, several other creators privately admitted to having paid slums between rupees 18 lakh to 15 lakh to ANI to resolve similar copyright disputes. In phone recordings released by Mohak, ANI representatives can allegedly be heard offering to waive penalties if creators subscribe to ANI's licensing service. Essentially, a paid subscription model enforced under threat. At the heart of the controversy is the legal interpretation of fair use, which allows for limited use of copyrighted content for purposes like criticism, commentary, news reporting, and education. Mohak and his supporters argue that brief clips used with transformative commentary should qualify as fair use under Indian and international copyright frameworks. However, ANI allegedly bypassed YouTube's content ID system, which offers content claims or revenue sharing options, and instead pursued direct copyright strikes, a more punitive measure. Once a video receives a strike, creators lose the ability to monetize the video, and repeated strikes can erase years of work by triggering automatic channel deletion. Compounding the problem is the lack of transparency and due process in YouTube's dispute resolution system. Creators often have limited recourse, and once a strike is filed, they must navigate a complex appeal process that can be risky and time-consuming, especially if legal threats are involved. One of the most troubling aspects of Mohak's expose is the suggestion that ANI has converted copyright enforcement into a profit-driven operation. Mohak shared an email allegedly from ANI demanding rupees 45 lakh plus GST for a 1-year video licensing and strike removal. The email stated clearly that failure to pay would result in further copyright action and likely channel deletion. This point is a potential monetization strategy, mask watering, as legal enforcement raising ethical and legal red flags. Rather than seeking fair compensation or royalties through legitimate licensing channels, the demands described appear to be coercive in nature. If ANI has indeed ignored YouTube's built-in tools like monetization, sharing, or manual claims in favor of direct strikes with accompanying payment demands, the situation could qualify as systematic misuse of digital copyright law. Such a model risks settling a dangerous precedent for other media houses. The allegations against ANI of issuing copyright strikes with the intent of extracting large payments from creators represent a critical flashpoint in India's evolving digital landscape. If substantiated, they reveal how gaps in copyright enforcement frameworks and platform policies can be exploited, putting creators at the mercy of larger entities. Mohak's appeal to the Prime Minister's office and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting reflects a call for urgent regulatory scrutiny. He is not only seeking justice for himself but also urging other creators to come forward and share similar experiences, highlighting the broader implications for the creative community. This controversy underscores the urgent need for legal reforms, clear fair use guidelines, and more creator-friendly dispute resolution process on platforms like YouTube. It also calls for greater accountability from media organizations that wield considerable copyright power. As public outcry grows and more creators step forward, the pressure is now on Indian policymakers, courts, and digital platforms to intervene, not just to resolve this specific case, but to protect the future of independent content creation in the country. The line between copyright enforcement and corporate exploitation must be clearly defined, or the risk of digital freedom may be far greater than imagined. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresights TV with me, Isma.